There are a lot of things that can bring on a migraine. Changing weather, fluctuation in hormones, the list goes on. Treating a migraine can be difficult, and so is anticipating one. Nurtec ODT rimegepant 75 mg orally dissolving tablets can both treat and prevent migraine attacks in adults. If you're prescribed, be sure to ask your doctor if 2 8-packs per month could be an option for you. Nurtec ODT is approved for the acute treatment of migraine attacks and preventative treatment of episodic migraine in adults. Don't take if allergic to Nurtec ODT. Allergic reactions can occur even days after using and include trouble breathing, rash, and swelling of the face, mouth, tongue, or throat. Most common side effects were nausea and indigestion, stomach pain. For full prescribing information, call 1-833-4-NURTEC or visit nurtec.com. Talk to your doctor or HCP about Nurtec ODT. Hello. From Wonder Media Network, I'm Jenny Kaplan, and this is Womanica. This month, we're talking about women of science fiction. These women inspire us to imagine impossible worlds, alien creatures, and fantastical inventions, revealing our deepest fears and hopes for the future. Today, we're talking about a writer whose blend of the surreal and fantastical made her the queen of Argentine science fiction. Let's talk about Angélica Gorodischer. Angélica was born in Buenos Aires, Argentina on July 28, 1928. When she was still very young, her family moved to Rosario, where she lived the rest of her life. From a young age, Angélica loved reading and often found herself getting lost in the pages of a book. When she was 7 years old, she decided that she would one day become a writer. That day eventually came, after she had a husband, 3 children, a few pets, and a job as a librarian. Angélica's first foray into writing was when she was 36 years old. She entered a short story in a crime fiction contest and won. A year later, she published her first short story collection, Cuentos con Soldados, or Stories with Soldiers. In 1967, Angélica made the jump to science fiction with her work Opus Dos. The novel details a world where a previously oppressed Black population rules over the formerly dominant white population. Rather than focus on the threat of new technology, as many science fiction works did, Opus Dos focused on philosophical and psychological anxieties of the era. This theme would appear in many of Angélica's later works. In 1973, Angélica published the feminist science fiction story The Violet's Embryos. In it, a group of military men are sent on a rescue mission to a distant planet. There, they find a mysterious violet circle that allows them to reproduce anything they wish as long as they can feel the object. Despite this new power, there's one thing the men can't create: women. Soon, they turn to each other to fulfill their sexual desires. The story questions traditional patriarchal patterns in masculinity. Angélica's most well-known work, Culpa Imperial, was published in 1983. Over the course of several short stories, fairy tales, and commentaries, Angélica tells the tale of an imaginary empire's rise and fall. Notably, when Angélica was writing it, Argentina was in the grip of a multi-year military dictatorship. Culpa Imperial was well received and cemented Angélica's legacy as the queen of Argentine science fiction. Angélica continued writing through the decades and became a famous writer amongst Spanish-language readers. Her works never strayed from her traditional social criticism, even when writing in different genres. In 2003, Angélica's works reached a new audience when Culpa Imperial was translated into English by fellow sci-fi writer and Womanican Ursula Le Guin. Following its success, 3 more of Angélica's novels were translated into English: Trafalgar, Prodigies, and Jaguar's Tomb. In 2011, Angélica was honored with the World Fantasy Award for Lifetime Achievement for her contributions to the science fiction genre. In total, Angélica produced nearly 30 books. On February 5, 2022, Angélica Gorodischer passed away in her home in Rosario, Argentina. She was 93 years old. All month, we've been talking about women in science fiction. For more information, find us on Facebook and Instagram at Womanica Podcast. Special thanks to Liz Kaplan, my favorite sister and co-creator. Tune in tomorrow for the first episode of a brand new theme. Talk to you then.